Nin, thank you so much for joining us tonight on BeeTv Major News at 6, coming to you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital, Nigeria. I am Gift Uwagboy. And now to the news. The National Vice Chairman, South of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Chief Dan Obi, has challenged the former governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, to give account of how he spent Edo State money, accusing him of financial impropriety and the collapse of PDP in Edo State. Chief Dan Obi made the statement while inaugurating the new PDP secretariat he donated to the party, located at number 175 Airport Road, Benin City. BeeTv News senior reporter, Best Orator, reports that the inauguration of the secretariat was well attended by several PDP leaders from within and outside Edo State. The report.
Sometime this year, the leadership of the All Progressives Congress evicted the PDP from its secretariat on Airport Road. The APC at that time had claimed that the party secretariat belonged to the APC and that they were also evicted in 2020 by the former governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki. And now that APC has taken over the governance of Edo State, they went back to the secretariat to reclaim the secretariat. And after then, the PDP have been operating without a state secretariat. A few weeks ago, the National Vice Chairman South of the party, Chief Dan Obi, volunteered to donate a secretariat building for the PDP. And right now, we're here on Airport Road at number 175, where Chief Dan Obi is expected to hand over the keys of the new secretariat building to the leadership of the party. It was a historic and revitalizing moment for members of the People's Democratic Party Edo State chapter upon the arrival of the National Vice Chairman South, Chief Dan Obi. Several leaders of the party from within and outside Edo State, including members of the South Zonal Working Committee, members of the State Working Committee, local government area and ward chairman, and other party members jubilantly received Chief Dan Obi for the inauguration of the new PDP secretariat he donated to the party. In a remark, the PDP National Vice Chairman South, Chief Dan Obi, expressed joy in fulfilling his promise to donate a secretariat building to the party. He said it was a shame that the PDP in Edo State was homeless after being chased out from their previous secretariat on Airport Road by the APC. Chief Obi lamented the homelessness of the party in the last 3 months and criticized the former governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, for allegedly destroying the PDP structure in the state. Chief Obi challenged Mr. Godwin Obaseki, who he said is now lonely at the top, to return to the state and give account of his stewardship, as he accused him of alleged financial impropriety and failure to deliver good governance to the people of Edo State. He said Obaseki should come and give account to Edo people on how he spent the money he allocated for the Gelegele seaport, the alleged millions of naira allocated for Fatom Sobe farm settlement, and the money he allegedly acquired from the Central Bank of Nigeria, which he said will be given as loan to farmers.
Our party, it destroyed governance in Edo State. They told us, wait and see. What do we see today? Destruction. Obaseki destroyed everything that was good in Edo State before he assumed office. I want to use this opportunity to send this message to the acting national chairman of our great party. This is the time for him to rebuild our party. He should roll out a program for the congresses that will throw up new leaders in Edo State. A party that once had 2 senators, majority of the members of the House of Reps. Today, we have no senator. We have only 1 member in the House of Reps. And even the governorship is gone to APC. But I want to also tell Edo people that Obaseki, with the characters that collaborated with him to kill our party, they represent the worst side of PDP as a political party. They do not represent PDP. We must, at this moment, put our past behind us and let us look forward. for a brighter future. Together, I will collaborate with genuine and loyal members of this party who believe that this party must not die. Who believe that the future of Edo State is our collective efforts to collaborate with others who believe in the progress and development of Edo State. That I will do. People have been talking to me. We've not heard from you. From now, I will start telling you the destruction, the level of destruction Obaseki did to Edo State. They destroyed our state. They stole our money. And I want to say, Obaseki should come back and tell us what he did with our money that he said he was going to use for Gili Port. Obaseki should come back and tell us what he did with the millions, hundreds of millions of our money in the Phantom Sobe farm settlement. He should come back and tell us, I acquired land of very committed, ordinary Edo citizens, all in the name of wanting to develop estates.
Chifobi reaffirmed themselves as PDP caretaker committee members, describing them as impersonators who allegedly colluded with Obaseki to destroy the PDP. He said he's glad that the party now has a new secretariat, stating that it is the right direction to revitalize and revive the party, as he urged the party members to join forces together to become a formidable party.
Now from today, we will not entertain any statement by those political undertakers in Edo State speaking on behalf of Edo PDP. We want to take our destiny in our hands. We want to reposition this party. Chris Nehari, Tony Azegbeni, Eric Tenebe, they cannot speak for Edo. These characters are undertakers. Political undertakers. We have decided to come back, to give a new direction to this party in Edo State. I will not complete my address by commending what I'm seeing in Edo State. Indeed, today, we are seeing a different act of governance in Edo State. Today, we are seeing a governor who is humble. Yes. We appreciate his humility. We appreciate his respect for traditional institutions. Yes, and we appreciate his respect for other political parties to exist. That is why we are here today. PDP as a political party is formidable. But definitely we have our own problems, and we must not shy away from them. Wike is not the problem of PDP. The problem of PDP is those who have entrenched interest of wanting to contest every presidential election without adherence to our constitution.
High point of the event was the official opening of the Secretariat by Chief Dan Obi and the handing over of the keys of the Secretariat building to the PDP Vice Chairman South Edo State, Barrister Nosa Ogeva Okumbo.
Take this key from me today. I hand over these keys to you so that you and your team can start the process of rebuilding our great party in Edo State. Thank you. You must do this. You must do this with the fear of God in your heart. And you must collaborate with both the leaders and members of our party so that together we can bring PDP to life in Edo State. I congratulate you and the members of your team, because I believe You can do this job.
Earlier, the state vice chairman South of the PDP, Edo State, Barrister Nosa Ogeva, in his welcome address, expressed gratitude to Chief Dan Obi for donating a building at the state secretariat of PDP, stating that it shows that the PDP Edo State chapter is now heading to the right direction.
The donation be made by our national leader, this secretariat, to our party. Today is a day of rejuvenation. Today is a day of resuscitation. Vice chairman of our party, Chief Dan Obi, has laid a foundation, a solid foundation for a formidable PDP in Edo State.
Speaking with BeeTv News, some leaders of the party, Ambassador John Ebima Ogbedi and Honorable George Stoner, commended Chief Dan Obi for the donation, stating that they are glad that Edo State PDP is back on its feet.
What is happening here is beautiful. It's good to see that Edo PDP is back on its feet. This event shows that the party has put behind the event of the last general election, and it is beautiful to see that the party is strong. And let me also commend the leader, our national leader, National Vice Chairman, Chief Dan Obi, for this wonderful donation. I was there from 1998 till date, so this is very reassuring, and I'm happy it has happened in my time.
The Edo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party Secretariat is located at number 175 Airport Road, Benin City. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Meanwhile, the All Progressive Congress in Edo State on Wednesday received another significant boost with the latest defection of the member representing Ikpobaoka constituency at the Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Nicholas Asonse, who dumped the PDP to pitch tent with the ruling APC. BeeTv News Freeman Osawe reports that the defection lawmaker was received by the state chairman of the APC, Emperor Jarrett Tenebe. The report is presented by Best Orator.
Receiving the lawmaker representing Ikpobaoka constituency at the Edo State House of Assembly, the state chairman of APC, Emperor Jarrett Tenebe, said that Honorable Nicholas Asonse is a major voice at the State House for the People's Democratic Party, and with his defection, the PDP as a party have been thrown into political oblivion and sent packing from Edo State. He further said Honorable Asonse have made the right decision in cross-carpeting to the APC, and also as a lover of development, he decided to join the APC to be part of a progressive drive of a new Edo State.
Reference point drawing unimaginable growth for the PDP. The people of Edo State, and especially the APC family, salute the courage and boldness of PDP lawmakers who have invoked the relevant provision of the 1999 Constitution as amended to join hands with our progressive government in facilitating the rise of a new Edo State. The cross-carpeting of Honorable Nicholas Asosere that the positive political environment they have long yearned for is finally here. And it is here to stay now that Senator Mondo Wemolo occupies the driver's seat.
Honorable Nicholas Asonse and his wife were thereafter handed the broom, a symbol of the APC, by the chairman, Imperial Jarrett Tenebe, that signaled his official joining of the APC. The majority leader, Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Jonathan, also hailed his colleague, Honorable Nicholas Asonse, for joining the APC.
Nicholas Asosere into the APC family and the progressive family today. You and your wife are welcome to the party. This group is a symbol of our togetherness. It's a symbol of sweeping every other thing remaining, all the states in the Ikpobaoka. And I know that you have everything. I know you have all the support because in your election you will win. You want to go overwhelmingly. So all those who support her, give this vote to them.
Distinguished party members, on behalf of my colleagues here, I want to tell all of you thank you for coming here to join us in welcoming to our party Honorable Asonsere. Asonsere, to us, we are so excited. To us, this is a very critical person in the Edo State House of Assembly. You see, when he was coming today, we decided to escort him here, all of us. We said we will not go there alone. We will go together with you, so we all came here as a team. We know with Honorable Asonsere with us now, there's no more PDP in the Edo State House.
On his part, Honorable Nicholas Asonsere said he decided to pitch his tent with the ruling All Progressives Congress because of the landmark developmental strides of Governor Monday Okpebholo in the state, especially with the flyover bridge project at Ramat Park, which is also in its constituency.
Therefore, pertinent that the laborer deserves his wages. Somebody cannot be developing my immediate constituent, or rather my constituency, bring the flower over there, and I'll be on the left side, while it's on the right hand side. It means I'm not ready to develop the people I'm representing.
Speaking with BeeTv News, Honorable Nicholas Asonsere said he's elated to be a member of the party and that he is in full support of Governor Monday Okpebholo's administration and will join hands with the governor to sustain the ongoing development.
I know today is a history day. For some, it's a sad day, while for some, it's a happy day. One, I want my local government, or rather my constituency, to be developed. And since the governor has started this flyover in my constituency, I need to encourage and stand side by side with him to make sure that the job is completed and no hiccup, and to develop the local government. And other things that will also follow later, most especially human capacity. We also do that, discuss with the governor on how to empower our people in different ways and in different system and pattern. That is the simple reason why I decided to join All Progressive Congress.
The ceremony where the Edo State Secretary of the APC, Engineer Lawrence Oka, the State Woman Leader, Betty Okwebo, the State Assistant Secretary and former Chairman, Eastern Northeast Local Government Area, Honorable Sam Obo, the State Legal Advisor, Stephen Ukoro, Edo South Vice Chairman, Bessin Edosoma, the State Publicity Secretary, Barrister Peter Igbinige, and other members of Edo State House of Assembly. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has assured the people of the state of the determination of his administration to continue the work and ensure more developmental strides. The governor gave the assurance during a victory dinner held at the new Festival Hall of Government House, Benin City, on Monday night to celebrate his victory at the Election Petition Tribunal. BeeTv News senior reporter, Best Orator, has the report.
Yahweh, your name is Yahweh. You are a miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
Governor Monday Okpebholo said, with the affirmation of his victory at the tribunal, Edo people will see more positive developments as administration has adopted the practical governance style. He appreciated God, party leaders, and the electorate for the victory both at the election on September 21, 2024, and the Election Petitions Tribunal, and assured them that he will not disappoint. The governor also thanked President Bola Tinubu, saying in spite of tremendous pressure from certain quarters, he refused to engage in anti-party activities that would have affected the party negatively. The governor assured party leaders that they would be respected and his administration will work for the people in terms of growth and development.
I don't know where to start from, but give thanks to God. If God was not on our side, what could have become of us?
And I can also not fail to thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I want to say this. My duty is very simple: to work for Edo people. Thirdly, to secure our land. So with all this, I think we will move Edo State forward.
Senator representing Edo North Senatorial District and former Governor of Edo State, Senator Comrade Adams Eric Oshamale, congratulated Governor Okpebholo and thanked God for the victory of the party at the election and subsequently at the Election Petitions Tribunal. He said when non-believers went to court to challenge God's proclamation, the court reaffirmed the decision of Edo people and the decision cannot be questioned. Oshamale said God has chosen Okpebholo, a man with few words, to set the state on the path of development, adding that Okpebholo rebuilding roads, schools, supporting communities, and rebuilding lives is the way to go to bring joy to the people of the state.
So God is awesome, and his decision cannot be vetoed. So Governor Monday, Deputy Governor Dennis, congratulations on your victory at the tribunal. We have always known that we won the election. There was no doubt in our mind. If anything, it is they who probably have case to answer. But the further thing is, God has affirmed that victory, and I think it is just fine that we celebrate it. And the celebration also offer, as you've directed, opportunity for leaders across the 3 senatorial zone to sit with you in the evening and have a dinner.
Chairman of APC in Edo State, Emperor Jared Tenebe, thanked the people of the state for their votes during the election, assuring them that the governor will deliver on all his electionary promises, which he said he has already started doing in the last few months in office. Former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Dr. Pius Odubu, who congratulated Governor Okpebholo on his well-deserved victory at the polls and tribunal, said he is already justifying the confidence reposed in him by the people with his developmental strides across all sectors of the state. A leader of the APC in Edo South Senatorial District, Pastor Osagie Ezeyamu, thanked God for the victory and urged the governor to carry everybody along as he is the governor of Edo State. He thanked party leaders for their total support for the governor and the party. A leader of the party from Edo North Senatorial District and former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Mr. Peter Obada, thanked Edo North people for their total support for the party and the governor and assured them that the Okpebholo-led administration will improve on the lives of the people in the next 8 years. Also, a leader of the party in Edo Central Senatorial District, General Sesi Esekaigbe retired, thanked ESA people for making the ESA agenda to become Edo agenda, saying the people are now enjoying the dividends of democracy under the Okpebholo's administration.
We welcome all of you today that traveled all across the state to honor this invitation. We welcome all of you. And I wish all of us a good dinner and happy celebration.
To congratulate our governor and his able deputy on the victory well deserved. It remains for me to congratulate our party for the victory well deserved. It remains for me to thank the good people of Edo State for the confidence they repose on our governor. Quietly, he's bulldozing, he's working, he's justifying the confidence reposed in him by the good people of Edo State. My prayer for you is that the God that gave you the grace to start well will give you the anointing to end well.
One can see that we have a family in both of them. I also want to thank our leader, Bedada Shomole, for the leadership that he has shown. Thank all the leaders from the various local governments in Edo North. And I want to assure you, Mr. Governor, that Edo North will stand by you, will support you throughout the period of your administration.
Please help out the people of Edo Central. Say thank you to Edo Central, the good people of Edo North, the good people of Edo South, for transforming ESA's agenda to an Edo agenda. Thank you and God bless you.
Dignitaries at the victory dinner include the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, Secretary to Edo State Government, Barrister Musa Ihilo, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Gani Audu, Head of Service, Anthony Okugbowa, former Deputy Governors of the state, Right Honorable Cameron Philip Shuaibu. Others were the Secretary of the party, Engineer Lawrence Oka, Serving Commissioners, members of Edo State House of Assembly, party faithful, among others. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
As part of efforts to sustain free flow of traffic in different roads in Benin City, the leadership of the Professional Drivers on Wheel (PDOW) on Tuesday decongested traffic on Iyekogba Road as they removed traders who indiscriminately parked on the road and also removed street traders that have been causing traffic congestion and making it difficult for motorists to drive freely. BeeTv News' Pelum Mukoro has the details.
Led by the national president, Comrade Adams Ehi, aka Shaba, and members of the association, carried out the operation of clearing indiscriminate parking and street trading off the roads and sideways so as to ensure free flow of traffic. They also make sure to maintain order in the bus park along the road to make it easy for passengers to board commercial buses. Speaking with BeeTv News, National President Professional Drivers on Wheel (PDOW) Comrade Adams Ehi, aka Shaba, and the General Secretary Mr. George Atienweni emphasized the stance of the association to maintaining traffic rules.
We were invited by Mr. Governor yesterday under the Ministry of MD of Transport, and the report that Irele Junction is no more comfortable for the users. We're not asking why. They say the bus drivers and the keke napep drivers in the morning when they are going to the work, and especially when they are coming back in the evening. So Mr. Governor now give a directive that as the union in charge of the drivers, we should come and do the needful. Just the same way we have been doing it in Limbuni and Kyosa and other places. That's why we are here this morning to carry on the instruction of the Mr. Governor, the marching order of Mr. Governor, that everywhere should be well clear. And if you watch, with the situation of this place before our arrival, I don't think there's a security here, because all these holons, they can hide under the canopy, under the whatever caravan, and carry on the operation. And we don't want that one to happen, because in this government, we are going to do all we can to make sure that the government did not fail. It's a government that means well for the Edo people.
Today's operation is very, very successful. It has always been so anyway. It was yesterday while we were at Obakawaye Junction doing our normal clearing, diverting all the buses to inside Central Park so that they can pay the government revenue. It was there our president now gave us a marching order today again that we should all come to Ebo Junction. And in fact, when we got here, we saw that the whole place was messed up. And we started doing our normal cleaning. And when we came, there were a lot of go-slow, but we were able to clear it now. We are trying to put the drivers now on their proper place to load, so that they will not constitute this their go-slow again.
Also speaking, the Okagile of the community with some drivers commended the effort of the association and encouraged them to continue the good work.
I'm very much impressed with my president on driver on wheel. The way he come out this morning to make sure the road is okay.
This operation by the Professional Drivers on Wheel has been ongoing for a while now, and the positive impact of their work is felt in Benin City. Balome Mukoro reporting for BeeTv News.
The newly created Edo State Rural Access Road Agency have commenced operations in Benin City with its office located on Exotic Street off Airport Road, Benin City. Set up by Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebelo, the agency is set to focus on the construction and rehabilitation of rural roads, especially Class D and C routes, in a bid to improve connectivity and boost development in undeserved areas. The report. The agency known as Edo State Rural Access Road Agency, ETRARA, held its inaugural meeting at its new office located on Exotic Street off Airport Road in Benin City to deliberate on how to address deplorable road across the state. The event was chaired by the Executive Chairman, Honorable Ayewo Ambrose Oyakilome, and received by friends and associates. Honorable Ambrose Oyakilome said the agency was created by Governor Monday Okpebholo, who is deeply passionate about road construction and rural development. He said the agency's primary mandate is to focus on Class C and D roads, those in rural environments that have long been neglected, as well as the rehabilitation of some Class B roads. He added that the establishment of the agency would have a lasting positive impact, bringing development closer to the grassroots and fulfilling the administration's goal of rural-urban integration.
We have roads leading to communities that have been begging for construction. So the whole idea is to make our rural environment to become semi-urban. Because you see, Senator Monday Okpebholo has a strong passion for road infrastructure. You can see what he's doing, the flyover and every other massive road construction that is going on across the north and breadth of Edo State. So also because of the passion he has for road infrastructure, he decided to establish this agency to attend to the roads in the rural environments. Yes, the road in our rural environment, it is the responsibility of this agency to look into the roads, to look at the situation of that environment, then take measurement of the roads, then asphalt the road, we can grade, we can maintain any road in the rural environment. It's going to have a positive impact in the Edo states because we are following the blueprint of His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo. We are following his 5-point agenda to make sure that Edo State will be an enviable state to others.
Also speaking to BeeTv News, Engineer Clement Ogeba, the acting secretary of the Edo State Rural Access Road Agency, ETSRARA, said the agency is committed to supporting the state government's development goals by opening up rural roads, particularly those that lead to the farms. He noted that through the construction and reconstruction of these roads, the agency aims to connect rural communities with urban centers, making transportation easier and boosting economic activities across the state.
My chairman actually rightly said we are aiming at to actualize the aim and objectives of the present governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, that the massive road construction that they embark on, we want to actually help. The agency is to actually help him and actualize the objective by opening all the rural roads, the villages, the road that lead to farm roads, and then reconstruct and reconstruct to make sure that we merge the village road to become the urban road.
One of the friends of the chairman, Ambassador Dikin Iriso Isaac, who is also the party secretary of ESA Southeast APC, said he came to celebrate with Honorable Ambrose on the official opening of the agency. He expressed joy that the governor deemed it fit to establish the agency, adding that they are proud of the initiative and wish the chairman success in his new role.
I'm here to celebrate with one of our own, Honorable the Executive Chairman of Rural Access Road Agency, Edo State. We are happy today that His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, deemed it fit to appoint one of our own into this board. We are grateful to him.
With the commencement of operations at the Edo State Rural Access Road Agency, stakeholders say they are hopeful that the initiative will drive meaningful development, open up rural communities, and bring the governor's vision of an inclusive Edo State closer to reality. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News. In Akwa Ibom State, the Nigerian Navy is stepping up its civil-military relations, this time with a focus on safety at sea. It was a morning of learning and life-saving tips at the Ibaka Beach as the forward operating base Ibaka hosted a maritime safety outreach for boat operators and fishermen in the area. The theme was personnel survivor techniques for improvised survivability at sea, and that included live demos on how to use life jackets and perform the CPR. The Navy also used the event to build stronger ties with community youth and leaders seeking cooperation for peace and progress in the region.
As we've had reasons to have boat mishaps, so in order to mitigate or reduce impact from such incidences, we felt it necessary to come and interact with our own communities and sensitize ourselves on the basic requirements we need to put in place to ameliorate impact from such boat instances. Primarily, it's about self-sustenance before rescue comes, and that is what the life jacket does in the first line. Our advice primarily goes towards paying attention to the minimum safety requirements, regardless of ability to swim, whether as a native swimmer or as a trained swimmer.
In Cross River State, where the government has inaugurated and handed over a market project to the Orwa Ndung community in Akpabuyo local government area of the state. The project has 10 stores, a toilet facility, and a solar power borehole. The report.
Situated in the heart of Akpabuyo local government area, the Ora Undang community has depended on farming as a way of life, but over 30 years, one key thing was missing: a local market. Residents had to travel far to trade their produce, often at great cost and inconvenience. Now the narrative is changing thanks to a collaborative effort between the Cross River State government, the federal government, NDDC and EFAD. Development is finally knocking on Ora Undang's door as part of a broader initiative to strengthen rural communities. The government has constructed an open market consisting of 10 stores, a margin toilet facility, and a solar-powered borehole, bringing much-needed relief to this agrarian community. But it didn't stop there. A number of community members, now called inductees, also received training and startup support to help kickstart their entrepreneurial journey. The newly built facility will officially handed over to the community through the local government chairman, a proud and promising milestone.
In line with the vision of His Excellency the Governor of Cross River, there is this commitment to continue to invest in agriculture as a business and as a driver of inclusive growth and job creation.
Community members and beneficiaries couldn't hide their joy. Many spoke passionately about how the market and support initiative will change, not just for today, but for generations to come.
They picked me up and they trained me. At the end, they empowered me with 200 beds. So I'm glad that I'm using that bed now to, at least, I'm going higher with my life.
The solar-powered borehole, in particular, was held as a game-changer, especially in rural areas where access to clean water has long been a challenge. Soher Osemege, reporting for BeeTv News.
Land Revenue Service says Nigerians' revenue losses from tax incentives and exceptions continue to go unchecked due to limited access to reliable data across government agencies. The executive chairman of the service, Zach Adedeji, made this known in Abuja while addressing stakeholders at the 2025 tax expenditure workshop. The report.
In 2021, tax expenditure, the revenue foregone through exemptions and reliefs, was estimated to have cost Nigeria a staggering 4% of its GDP. But even with such a high fiscal impact, experts say there has been little to no evaluation of whether these incentives are truly delivering economic value or draining the national purse at the workshop, themed Tax Expenditure and its Effect on Government Revenue. The representative of the FIRS chairman emphasized the need for a complete rethinking of how tax incentives are granted, tracked, and assessed.
It is the lack of this adequate monitoring tool on impact assessment that gives room to the ifs and buts, which creates room for these unverified tax expenditure figures in different quarters.
The executive chairman's representative also pointed out that poor data management and the absence of performance metrics had made it difficult to weigh the cost and benefit of these incentives. However, he was hopeful for the agency to enhance visibility, tracking, and accountability.
We strongly believe that data is life in tax expenditure reporting. And that is why the tax expenditure management will be supported by the service to leverage on the integrated digital tax administration system, our Tax Pro Max.
On his part, the Statistician General of the Federation stressed that FIRS data plays a central role in compiling Nigerians' national accounts, a point echoed by the head of the tax expenditure unit.
Revenue data collected and collated serve as input into data that we produce, especially when it comes to national account compilation.
These incentives are just granted, but there are no evaluations. So that is one of the reasons why we're trying to bring up this momentum to the Nigerian government.
In 2024, the FIRS recorded collections totaling 21.6 trillion naira for 2025. The agency is aiming even higher, setting a 25.2 trillion naira target. But with calls for interagency collaboration growing louder, eating that mark will require transparency, efficiency, and data that tells the correct story. Esohe Osenegi, reporting for BeeTv News.
The unwavering resolve of the Commission Police Edo State CP Monday to rid the state of crime included results as credible intelligence at the disposal of man led to the arrest of one woman and the recovery of 5 firearms. The command's squad raided a premises located at Igwezemawu community along Bini Auchi Road and recovered 2 single-barrel guns, 3 pistols, 7 live cartridges, 1 dagger, 1 trigger part, and 1 Beretta magazine, all concealed inside the seat of a motorcycle. During the raid, 1 Janet Dominic, 32 years old female, in whose possession the weapons were found, was arrested, while 1 Dominic, surname unknown, escaped from the scene on citing the police. Police say investigation is ongoing with a view to arrest the fleeing suspect. The command seeks the public's cooperation aimed at improving public safety and security in the state. According to the command's public relations officer, CSP Moses Joel Yamu, members of the public can contact the command with any relevant information or concerns through the following numbers of the emergency control room: 080-777-73721 and 080-376-46272. Residents of Precious Palm Royal Hotel Road beside the Fume House Cinemas have lamented the worsening deplorable condition of the road. BeeTv News Freeman Osawe reports that flood is also ravaging the area, which has hindered the human and vehicular movement. The report.
flooding and precious palm royal hotel, creating headache for residents, particularly when it rains. The residents are lamenting the worsening condition of the road, which they said poses high risk during torrential downpour. According to the road users, a partial remedial work was done on the road by the last administration in Edo State, and since then, nothing has been done. They appeal to the current administration of Senator Monday Okpebholo to fast-track the rehabilitation work on the road.
The road is very bad the way it is now when there is rainy season. The road is very bad, so we are begging government they should come and help us. If they can do it, the road should be fine. The place will be very busy based on the road is not good. The road is very bad. Thief can usually come and take things by the day dark, like 9 to something. Nobody is passing here because of the road. Please, we are begging government they should come and help us, please.
Nobody go fit pass am. Motor no go fit pass, keke no go fit pass. If to leg person no go fit pass for here, then they follow ramp for that side. Come out. You don't tell like that now. Last year's na so big. This year's na so. Now another person I am going help us put this store. Put that store. Now I'm going then they help us now. Then the people passport do am help us do am for now for people for here.
When it rains is quite terrible, very terrible, because the road becomes non-motorable. Even the pedestrians passing, they won't see a place to pass. We face a lot of challenges. Sometimes we have to dip our leg in those dirty and muddy water. So we want the government to come to our aid, to make sure that at least this road is tidied up. It's tidied up because it's close to the express and it's not supposed to actually be like this. Yeah, but I just hope they do something about it.
Efforts to get comment from the Ministry of Works regarding government plans to address the situation was not successful. Freeman Osawe reporting for BeeTv News.
For almost 3 hours, there was traffic gridlock in Port Harcourt as thousands of women rallied in support of the state of emergency in Rivers State. They marched in solidarity with the sole administrator whose actions in office have come under intense scrutiny. The report.
These women mobilized from the 23 local government areas to send a different message from another group who protested the imposition of emergency rule on Rivers State last Friday. They are dressed in white as a way of saying that peace has returned to the state since President Bola Tinubu took the bold step.
We thank Mr. President for declaring a state of emergency in Rivers State. We are grateful, we are at peace with it, and we are living well with it. We say this because our democratic structure was decimated. The House of Assembly was made comatose, and there cannot be any democracy with only two arms of government working.
Since the Ibas came, we have had peace. We want to encourage the Ibas that he should continue to do what he's doing. We like what he's doing. Women are supporting him.
They dismissed speculation that the sole administrator was appointed to hijack power from the ruling People's Democratic Party in the Rivers State.
We have not had a government in Rivers State. What does that have to do with the federal government suddenly taking over Rivers State? What are they taking it over for? What does that have to do with it? We are spending money without appropriation. Is that proper?
No.
The House of Assembly was burned down and later demolished. Is that proper?
No.
Government has been running on two trunks. Is that proper?
No. Since his emergence as the sole administrator of Rivers State, we have experienced peace. There is no more threat from the militants, no burning of public assets, no sentiment from the tribal sentiment, no tribal war anymore. We are here to say thank you to Mr. President.
The protest demanded the reinstatement of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, but this rally is advising the governor and his supporters to focus on resolving the political crisis through reconciliation. Harmony Agbafor reporting for BeeTv News.
The Lagos State government is urging job seekers to develop 5 key soft skills to boost their employability beyond technical expertise Speaking at a recruitment fair, Executive Secretary of the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, Bishayo Aleyande, emphasized the power of soft skills and standing out and building careers, and the fair hosted by the WAVE in partnership with the LSETF and the King's Trust International aimed to empower 2,000 youths by 2027. About 150 young people were hired on the spot after undergoing a month-long digital to physical employability training.
We've made. And we are so for this employability support project is to empower 2,000 young people from 2024 to 2027. And we are so happy that about the progress we've made. The Get Hired program where we currently are is a soft skill blended approach where young people learn soft skills, they learn CV preparation, they learn how to achieve great fit during interviews.
We're going to offer workshops, so we're not leaving our young participants just like that. We're going to have workshops planned for them where we can track, know how they're doing, what are the needs. As they grow, they're setting gaps. So we're going to ensure that we know what the need is at that point, and organize workshops for them to ensure that we cater for their needs.
The Nigerian government has restated its resolve to position the nation among the top 80 countries on the Global Human Capital Index, HTI, by the year 2030. This, according to Vice President Kashim Shettima, can be achieved by enhancing the nation's workforce capabilities and improving socio-economic outcomes. The Vice President stated this in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital, when he launched the state's National Human Capital Development Accelerator project at the RISE Human Capital Development Strategy as part of the national strategy. The federal government also unveiled Project Fuku, a clean cook stove initiative that is expanded after a successful pilot in Nasarawa State. Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Umo Eno, said human capital development is the bedrock of sustainable development assurance, that the state would continue to invest and collaborate with the national coordinator of the human capital development in Nigeria.
If we have come to the conclusion that we must expand our national human capital, then we must pay attention to immunization, stunting, learning outcomes, youth unemployment, maternal mortality, and the data to understand them. These indicators are not arbitrary. They represent the front line of Nigeria's human capital crisis. They are the pulse points of our national well-being. And as I have often said, we cannot solve what we do not measure.
This program became imperative due to the paucity of trained manpower to address the challenges the world and our nation had faced in the aftermath of COVID-19. The Human Capital Development Plan, apart from the above key areas, is also designed to expansively provide key human-centric projects such as healthcare services, which we are currently executing through our investment in the construction and equipping of primary health centers across the 31 local government areas of the state.
Hello, good news is in the offing. Edo State Government House newsletter is here. The digital maiden edition will hit your phone screens this April. The newsletter promises to enhance communication and engagement between the governor's office and the citizens of Edo State. The weekly newsletter would disseminate key information, highlight Governor Monday Okpewolo's achievements, provide updates on ongoing projects, and address pertinent issues directly to Edo people. The newsletter would also include key policy announcements and updates. provide timely information on new policies, legislative developments, and their potential impacts on citizens. Project highlights and progress reports showcase the progress of key infrastructure projects, social programs, and other government initiatives. Offer insights into His Excellency's official engagements, speeches, interactions with stakeholders, and announce upcoming events and initiatives. Watch out.
Thank you so very much for staying with us. And now to business. The federal government has issued 47 licenses to establish LTE and 30 licenses to construct LTC refineries in 1 year. The move, according to the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, marks a significant step towards enhancing Nigerians' refining capacity and boosting petroleum product availability. BeeTv News' Balumi Mukoro has details of these and more from the business world.
Mrs. Omolara Sivenson, Special Assistant to the Minister of State for Agriculture on Women and Youth in Agricultural Innovation, spoke at the handover ceremony of the new executive officers of the Nigerian Women for Agricultural Progressive and Development Initiative on Tuesday in Abuja. It may be recalled that Sivenson has served as a national coordinator. She described agriculture as Africa's and the world's next oil well, noting that empowering women and youth in the sector would ensure sustainable food production, enhance food security, and reduce negative societal vices. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has cautioned deposit money banks against sourcing capital from illicit channels as part of the ongoing recapitalization exercise. It rated slightly to 1,603.78 naira per dollar on Monday from 1,604.48 naira at the close of last week. And that is all for business news. Balumi Mukoro reporting for BeeTv News.
And now to the entertainment scene. Ahead of its 17th edition, the Headies Academy has announced a fresh slate of performance for the upcoming ceremony slated for April 27th, 2025 at the Landmark Event Center in Lagos. Artists to perform include Charlie Poppy, Chike, Flavor, and others. The report. The controversy stems from an alleged no-show at an empowerment program held in Asaba, for which the rapper was reportedly paid half of the 47 million naira performance fee. Despite receiving 23.5 million upfront, Odumodu Black allegedly failed to honor the engagement, opting instead to perform at another event on the same day. Further reported that Odumodu Black has agreed to pay the amount in installments, and the event organizer involved in the transaction is also expected to appear before the EFCC. The case has ignited conversations online about professionalism, artist accountability, and the increasing involvement of regulatory bodies in Nigeria's entertainment industry. Nigerian singer Abib Okikiola Badmus, popularly known as Portable, has been granted 1 million naira bail following his arrest by the Kwara State Police Command. Portable was arrested by the police over a petition against him by Okunola Said, also known as Oshukpa. In his petition, Oshukpa accused Portable of various offences, including criminal defamation, threats to life, incitement, character assassination, conduct likely to cause a breach of peace, and the use of abusive and insulting words. However, speaking after the court session on Monday, April 14th, Isaac Adebayo, a counsel to the singer, said he has been granted bail. Lastly, on entertainment, rising Afro-soul talent Fola is ready to take center stage as he announces the forthcoming release of his debut album, set to arrive later this year. The project represents a defining moment in his journey from an underground favorite to a fast-rising voice in Nigeria's evolving music landscape. While fans are still waiting on details like the album's title, track list, and official drop date, the buzz is already in full swing. And that's it on entertainment news tonight. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News. And that's the size of our news package for tonight. Many thanks for joining us. I am Gifts Uwagbo. Have a good night.